Hey beautiful Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much for your generosity, all your support, Sagittarius. It's truly appreciated. You guys are an amazing energy. You just truly are. Let's go, Saggy. Sagittarius, please and thank you. Pattern breaker. Soothing your mind and your spirit. Your heart is a healer. You're breaking patterns. This is mother healing. You may have broken a pattern of something on your mother's side, perhaps. Hearing your guidance. You've broken some kind of pattern. It could be to do with your self-worth, Sagittarius. Ooh, shit. So somebody tried to lower your self-confidence. Someone was disobedient, deceitful here. Sagittarius, somebody was wishing they had your confidence. Somebody is wishing they had your confidence. You're being congratulated for breaking a pattern. Listening. High Priestess of Fire. So somebody could have... You've broken a pattern here. There's no question about it. You listen to your own inner guidance. Maybe somebody listened to somebody who was deceitful. I don't know. You have broken a pattern. You're a pattern breaker. And you're being congratulated for it. I don't want to go into the details of it, but you have broken a pattern. Let's get you some financial messages before we get in too deep to this read. Sagittarius, finance. Ooh, independence. Creating your own business or trying something outside your comfort zone. You changed the way you looked at something. And this is a brand new light. Okay, so beware of troublemakers in the workplace. The job you want may have too much upheaval to bear. Keep emotions and gossip in check. So you could be working around some deceitful people who are causing drama. You are making a lot of progress here. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied here. It could be spiritual work. Doing some inner work or spiritual work can help you get clear before you move on. You'll get insights into what work will best serve your needs. This is innovation. You will always need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways could be outdated. Inventing and creating and testing new ideas. So, Sagittarius, it's like you're a pattern breaker. Whether that's to do with work, personal relationships, you're being congratulated on some kind of success. You've broken free from a pattern. And let's see what your love messages have to say, Sag. Chaos, drama. It's to do with money. Financial issues. Trying to generate more income. Clearing debts. This is a bridge. Trying something new. Another phase of life. Happiness. Feeling happy about your life. An incident that made you more happy. You could be feeling on top of the world, Sagittarius. So somebody tried to affect your self-image. Okay, so you've broken free of a karmic cycle or a karmic pattern. You've broken free of a repeating pattern. And when you do that, whenever you are on the brink of breaking patterns, you'll always get people trying to make chaos for you because they're used to you one way. They're used to you being one way. They're used to seeing you one way. And it's like you may have had a different perspective than these people. And they may not have liked it. And there could have been a lot of deception trying to cause you chaos and drama. Like, it's like you had to set up boundaries, particularly with your dating patterns. This is chaos. Now, whatever. You're divinely guided. You are protected. Maybe you got tired of living paycheck to paycheck and you saw an opportunity knocking at your door. It looks like a lot of you are dating again. Shit. Reconciliation with the past is here. When I say reconciliation with the past, you've come to terms with the past. You've come to terms with what has happened. Yes, I could say that someone from your past wants to reconcile with you, but it also can mean that you've made amends with the past. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You are a pattern breaker. So you are broken free of some kind of chaotic, deceitful pattern or oh my God, you've reconciled with self. Just because reconciliation is here, it can mean you're reconciling with someone from the past, or someone from the past would like to reconcile with you. Now, but I want to look at it in more terms of you reconciling with your past, reconciling and changing patterns, breaking cycles. And you're being congratulated for doing so. Tying up loose ends and seeing things through. So Sagittarius, you could have been on a lifelong battle. You could have been on a lifelong... you've had a lot of patterns to break, from dating to relationships to work to family. It's like you're being congratulated. You've done so much work. You should be so proud of yourself. Now, Sagittarius, following your destiny is the only way you're going to feel contented. Not what others say. Not like, okay, your mom, for example, may have called you a disobedient kid. You never listen, Sagittarius. You never listen. Because you weren't meant to listen. And that don't go to, go over well with a lot of moms. I'm guilty. I had a strong-willed child. I'm telling you, 2 of them. Strong-willed. But one in particular, oh my Lord, have mercy. Never would listen. Never would listen. And then I had to get set straight over that. It was actually my dad who set me straight on that. And my dad said to me, he says, "What's the problem?" I said, "So-and-so, I won't mention names, will never listen. They never listen to me. They're disobedient. They don't follow the rules. They never listen. They never listen." And my dad said to me, well. He gave me hell. And he said, well. He said, "What would you rather have? Someone who had their own will, or someone who just was obedient and never thought for themselves?" It changed me forever. I go, oh my God, you're absolutely right. I was a strong-willed kid. I did listen. I was obedient to a point. But then when it became time for me to think for myself, I thought for myself. And yeah, I went against a lot of, I'd have to say, my mother's wishes. But I had to do what I had to do. I had to be who I was meant to be. And it's like I have reconciled with my past. What I have done, not everything was wise, guys, but I had to find out. I had to find out for myself. And so did my kids, and so does everybody else I know. So you're a pattern breaker. You're very fertile. This is you being recognized and rewarded for your efforts. Congratulated for breaking cycles. You faced your shadow. And this is memories of love. Patience. New innovative ways. You've gained a lot of spiritual strength in solitude. You've learned to listen to your crown chakra. You've learned to listen to your own intuition. Even though you've been heartbroken, Sagittarius, you're gaining clarity. And it's bringing you in a material harvest. This is you following your destiny. I know I gotta follow my own pattern. I know I got to be innovative. I know I gotta follow my dream, my North Star. This is my destiny I gotta follow. You're being applauded. You're being congratulated for learning these lessons to stand your ground. That's where prosperity begins. That is where love begins. Positive movement forward, making wise choices, resisting the devil, not being tempted. This is building a solid foundation. It is. You've received some kind of balance here. Trusting your own intuition, becoming aware. You may have seen a lot of harmony here, healing. This is a triumph over destruction. Whoa. You may have been in a pattern, Sagittarius, of giving to others, to the point of overgiving. You may have helped many, many people out financially. You may have helped a lot of people out instead of satisfying yourself. You could have overcome a lot here, Sag. You've broken karmic cycles. You've broken repeating patterns. You've broken those, broken free of karmic cycles. See, that's what I want to say. Everyone beats you up, Sagittarius, about what you do and how you do it. But the point remains is that you're a pattern breaker. You may have faced a lot of conflict. You may have faced a lot of adversity. You may have faced a lot of financial challenges and overcome them. I don't know. How this is saying, Sagittarius, is that it stems from childhood. It does. How we're taught and what we believe and what about ourselves and our viewpoints. That's what I want to say. It's looking like you want harmony in your life now, and you want to feel content with your own intuition, your own instincts. It's like, I think you're reconciling with your childhood. I think you've reconciled with perhaps self-esteem issues. I think you're reconciling with your past. And like I said, I could be talking about past patterns, but I think you've reconciled with self. Whether anybody likes you, doesn't like you, it's your own personal success now that matters to you, and not that opinion of other people, what they might think of you. It's what you think of you that counts. 8-8, I am wealthy. You're on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all which bring financial and material abundance into your life. So it's not that I'm saying you are financially wealthy, although when you're contented within and you understand yourself, it automatically will draw in wealth. Why I am the way I am. Basically answering that question. Why am I the way I was? Why did I accept people that I knew were not for my higher good? Why was I accepting less than what I knew I was worth? And maybe at those times you didn't know your value. Maybe at those times you didn't know your own worth or what you were capable of doing. And you're learning those things. I'm independent. The quality of work that you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focusing, and skill. So you're razor sharp. You can accomplish a lot when you're working alone. You know, because quite often, and I'm guilty of this, I have to admit, when you fall for relationships and you're in relationships, you tend to lose focus of yourself and focus on that person. You get distracted, Sagittarius, when you're in a romantic love situation, which is why you accomplish so more alone. And I know that to be true about me as well. Brave, 7-7. It's time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and brave. 3 sevens. You're spiritually guided, Sag. 9. I am compassionate. It is your compassion that makes you shine. You're devoted to helping for the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you're being of service. 18. I am kind-hearted. You are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. It ensures that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the higher good of all. You're observant. Angels ask for your attention. 0, 0. Use your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance. Without any delay, focus inward through meditation and prayer. I am innovative. 1. You're a self-starter with a very innovative way of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help get you through tough times and reach success. So the things that you have learned, your skills that you have learned throughout your lifetime, the lessons that you have learned and applying them has just made you stronger. The sufferings that you have gone through, so there technically is no mistakes that you have made, Sagittarius. Each thing that you have gone through has made you who you are, has made you stronger, has taught you by experience. 333, I'm powerful. You're being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. So that's what you're doing. And you're not going to be contented until you do that, because that's part of your life purpose. Now you can be on any job and be a light worker. Doctors are light workers. Nurses are light workers. Teachers are light workers. This is doing light work. Anything that is, you want to leave the earth a better place than what you found it. And you're being congratulated that you are indeed have done that or are doing that. You are a pattern breaker. So with that, being a pattern breaker, comes a lot of experiences. A lot of hurtful experiences, a lot of joyful experiences. But man, you're busy living life. You know what I'm saying? You weren't just like sitting on the couch. You've done a lot of living in your life, Sagittarius. Breaking some pattern, and it could be on your mother's side. Maybe your mom was too afraid to do what you're doing. Maybe your mom was the type that wasn't allowed, in their era or whatever, to be a pattern breaker. Like, maybe your mom was a stay-at-home mom and lacked was too afraid to be themselves or too afraid to break patterns. I don't know what this is saying. The love is here and the happiness is here. But maybe it was due to finances. Maybe there was a lot of stress and worry in the home about money. You could have left home at an early age. Because you work best alone. You could have left a job. You could have left a relationship. You could have left home at an early age. Okay? There's been an awful lot of gossip about you. But damn, look. The world's an awful big place. You've broken some kind of a repeating pattern of being hurt. You've broken some kind of pattern. Look at you gaining success here in all that you do. Happiness, joy, contentment, fulfillment, emotionally and financially. That is wealth. You have a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of growth. You are a pattern breaker, and you have broken some painful patterns. Like, you know, our parents want the best for us. They do. They want the best for us. But, you know, like, they grew up in a different era than we did. They have different thinking than we did. This could have been, you could have been raised up in a home where their thinking was outdated. So there could have been disagreements about your life choices, disagreements about what you wanted to fulfill. It's like protection. I mean, a mother will protect their child. Maybe you were disobedient, didn't listen to mom. You know, thinking, oh, mom's points of view is all outdated. I don't know where this is going, but you're a pattern breaker. Good news is on the way. And it's to do with finance. It's good news that you have learnt your value, knowing your worth, loving yourself, and raising your confidence. And when you're in that energy, you attract money. You attract wealth. Good news is on the way. It's like following your dream. This could be your dream job. You may have ended a job and now finding like your dream job. I want to help people. I want to leave the humanity and the world a better place than what I found it in. That's a good dream to have, Sagittarius. It's a good dream to have. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. You can achieve anything that you set out to achieve. So you may have come across a lot of foolish criticism, criticizing you, but you don't care. Yeah, this is everybody's a critic. Sagittarius, you're trusting your own intuition. You're not going with what the masses say or what the consensus of other people tell you to do. That's a lot of criticism. So you might be offered your dream job. You might be being promoted. You're a good worker, a solid worker, an honest, truthful worker. You work, oh shit. You do your best work alone, Sagittarius, and maybe these regular schmegular jobs ain't for you. I don't know. It's okay to look for other work. It's okay, but do it discreetly. You could be breaking free of some kind of habit or breaking free of some kind of mindset. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people is going to judge you, but I see you going anyway. Oh, well, look. Success, a victory, being proud of you. Someone is very proud of you. Making good choices. You're a leader. So I think, like I said, you can work, you're a self-starter and you can work unsupervised. Like, people just got to tell you what to do and you go do it. Like, you need very little supervision. You are a self-starter. So it's like you may have found yourself, like, people piling work on you. People giving you more than your fair share of work. Could have put you on the night shift. Could have been a night shift worker. Working extremely hard here. Because you're so reliable. Not because you're a bad worker. Because they can count on you. You're reliable, you're dependable. They always know you're going to get the job done. They could have piled up a lot of responsibilities onto you because they could always count on you. This can be like an unfair situation. They could have given you a lot of workload, like piled a lot of workload on you, or are, Sagittarius. It's not because you're not a good worker or you're being punished or chastised somehow. It's like the supervisors look at you. Sometimes you know more than what the supervisors know. You're a self-starter, you're reliable, dependable, they can count on you. You are highly responsible. So they may have left you in charge, like dumped a lot of work on your shoulders because you made up for slackers. The people that weren't producing. I think it's a bit of taking advantage of you. They could put you on shift work, kept rescheduling your shifts all the time. It was so like, okay, shifting you from department to department, or job description to job description, put you on the day shift, then put you on the night shift, you know, stuff like this. They put you where they needed the expertise. Unfortunately, it's taking advantage of the fact that you can produce and you can do the job well. Like, you work better alone, Sagittarius. So you may have found that, you know, they were isolating you. You could have felt isolated. They weren't doing that because of any other reason other than wanting the production, wanting to get the job done. And it is unfair. You know, you got a good responsible worker that's carrying the workload of others who aren't getting it done. So you may have found that they change your shifts a lot, or they kept adding on work to you. Something could be controversial about that as well. It could have created controversy. They could have lied about you, Sagittarius, and they could have said, well, Sag works, you know. No, they were using you as a work mule. No, they're using you as a work mule. And you might be looking at the aspect of looking for another job. And it's like you may find yourself in that situation where you're saying, you know what? I might just go into business for myself. Why don't I take the skills and the knowledge of what I got and go start my own business? Why don't I put that amount of energy into working for myself? It's looking like you work a lot of different shifts, a lot of different day to night, split shifts, night shifts, day shifts. They're putting you wherever they need the extra help. But they're taking advantage of you. You know, not everybody's boss is doing that. But in some cases, if you're looking for other work, it's like, you know, if you tell a friend on the job that you're looking for other work, they're reporting that to the bosses. They don't want to lose you as a worker. You're one of their best workers. They don't want to lose you as a worker, so they could be getting a little pissed off that you're doing that because somebody is like a little reporter. And also, they're putting you into positions where they don't need to keep an eye on you. Like, they don't need to. You may find, like, fuck, I haven't seen anybody over here. Or where is everybody, you know? Because they know they can trust you, you're going to get the job done right. They don't have to police you. They don't have to supervise you. They know they can rely on you to get it done. Whereas if they send 3 other employees, they got to police them. And they're not getting the job done. Or they don't do the job the way you do the job. That's what I'm saying. Bosses. That could be employer. Your employer has hidden motives. Like, they can't come right out and they can't tell you, well, Sagittarius, we're using you. You might be becoming self-employed. You're powerful, Sagittarius. You're powerful. You're strong. It's a time for courage and bravery. Took a lot of courage, or it's going to take a lot of courage and bravery. Now is the time to be that lion energy, that be courageous, be bold, be daring, be standing up for yourself, or starting a business for yourself. Patience. There's going to be a lot of drama. You're a warrior, though. You might be asking for a raise, or you could be hurt that, I don't know. Oh, interesting. It's time. It's time. Something to do with work. Prosperity. It could be a new job. It could be a promotion. You could be working up the nerve to ask for a raise, ask for a different position, be offered a different position, or start your own business. Huh. Something's got to change here. So you are a pattern breaker. You invoke change. You're making changes here. This is your destiny. You could be changing jobs. Maybe you're sick and tired of a dramatic situation. You've lost faith in people, or you've lost confidence in people, or they're trying to lower your self-esteem. I don't know, Sag. There could be people on... Huh? You're innovative as hell. So you might be thinking of quitting. Somebody's like sneaking around going, I think Sagittarius is going to quit. I think Sagittarius is going to quit. But you're very innovative. So they might fire you or lay you off, or this is you quitting. Or you're planning to. What's going on here? Someone could be sick to death of being treated unfairly. Or someone could be just sick to death of working there. Somebody could just be saying, I'm sick and tired of working here. I am really sick and tired. Take this job and shove it. I don't know, maybe some of you did that. Somebody is envious, jealous of you, jealous of your position, jealous, I don't know, maybe making a decision. I don't know, Sagittarius. It's like someone's resentful of you. Someone envies you, Sagittarius. Your confidence, they hate it. Could even be family, could even be lovers, could even be maybe somebody's holding a grudge against you, Sagittarius. Well, too bad. You've had to learn to stand up for yourself. It's because of their own insecurities. So this person figures that this is reconciling with the past. Maybe you predicted something, Sagittarius. Maybe you warned someone else about something, Sag. Maybe you predicted something or prophesied something. You're trying to leave the earth a better place than when you found it. Some sort of humanitarianism that you were doing. This also could be unions as well. Like, you could have fought, for people's rights on the job. You could have fought for people's rights and someone's holding a grudge against you. You could have forecasted something. You could have predicted something. Even in your love relationships, Sagittarius, it's like you predicted those. In your love relationships, you could have predicted what was going to happen to this person. That's what it's looking like. Like you could have told them what was going to happen, the end result. Like you could have warned them. I mean, Sag, you're not vindictive. And you're not envious. So it's almost like you're a pattern breaker. So you're the truth teller. And anybody who's speaking the truth, I mean, you're gonna make some people happy and you're gonna disappoint others or make others mad. So you could have challenged the status quo. You could be a system buster. You could be for the people, which normally is not going to go over too good with an employer. You believe in justice and fair treatment. You believe in equality and leaving the world a better place than what you found it. And the same with you on the job. Same with you in your love relationships. You're going to do well in your own business. You yourself may become an employer where you employ others. You're going to be a fair boss. You like to improve people's lives and their working conditions. And I do believe you are better off working alone, Sag. So you have a lot of envious people around you, so you may be better off working alone. I used to hate that on the job, to be real with you. They used to use me as an example to my other employees. That used to piss me off. Like, we'd be having a toolbox meeting or something like that, and the supervisors would come in and they would give me some kind of recommendation or praise to make everyone else look like they weren't doing their job. I give them hell for that. That is embarrassing. I never asked for that, and I asked them to stop calling me out and using me as an example. I didn't like it one bit. You know how they play games between employees to get everybody to work harder? That's all that was for. Because you will work to death. You're like a work mule. You've got good news coming in about your work. And that causes friction on the job, and I don't like it when people do that. Just tell me in private you're happy with my work. Don't make an example of me. It causes dissension, and I'd rather go unnoticed. You are wealthy, Sag. You got a wealth. You're on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all which bring financial and material abundance into your life. It's just You're innovative, you're willing to work hard, you're reliable, you're dependable, you show up, you're on the job, you'll work hard, and it doesn't matter what job you're doing. As long as you feel like you're doing a service, you're going to have a good job. You're going to feel complete. You're going to feel whole. You're a pattern breaker. You're breaking free of patterns that you yourself may have had, or types of jobs or types of situations that no longer serve you. Good luck, Sag.